Times change, times strange. Here I come, but I ain't the same. Mama, I'm coming home. All right, folks. Welcome to Fatso Radio. Welcome to Fatso Radio. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? This episode of Fatso Radio and every episode of Fatso Radio is brought to you by Volpe Martial Arts. Volpe Martial Arts is KW's hottest, newest Kung Fu and Hapkido school, folks. My brother, Sifu Adam, brings you his lifelong passion, lifelong dream, martial arts, 6 days a week. VolpeMartialArts.com. An amazing fusion of Kung Fu with Hapkido, Kung Fu, Chinese martial art, Hapkido, Korean martial art, amazing fusion, self-defense, fitness, discipline, camaraderie, family, village. Check it out, VolpeMartialArts.com. Folks, episode number 153 of Fatso Radio. And this episode, like every other episode, I remind you, I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving you medical advice. But what are we talking about today? We're talking about January. New Year's resolutions, new starts, new going. How do you do it? What's your take on New Year's? Also, I got some big news. Big news. We're moving to Sault Ste. Enjoy this episode of Fatso Radio. Don't forget to email me, fatsoradio@gmail.com. I love you all. Peace. Fatso Radio.
Fatso, the really good podcast show.
Fatso, our very first podcast show.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, welcome to Fatso Radio. How you doing? This episode of Fatso Radio and every episode of Fatso Radio is brought to you by Volpe Martial Arts. Volpe Martial Arts is KW's hottest, newest Kung Fu and Hapkido school. My brother, Sifu Adam, brings you his lifelong passion, lifelong dream, lifelong dedication, right to your door. Right to your door, right to his door. 6 days a week in the Queen, or now that we have another lockdown that we're enjoying in Ontario, virtual classes. But check it out, VolpeMartialArts.com. Folks, if you're in Kitchener, if you're in Waterloo, check it out. If you're in Cambridge, Guelph, the whole surrounding area, check it out. Volpe Martial Arts, Kung Fu mixed with Hapkido. My brother, Sifu Adam. Check it out. Folks, welcome to Fatso Radio, episode number 153. If you're new to Fatso Radio, welcome to Fatso Radio. That's what I'm trying to say. If you're not new to Fatso Radio and you're a weekly listener, a weekly viewer, or a monthly viewer, or a whenever viewer or listener, thank you for returning. Thank you for your likes, your comments. Just thanks for listening. It's fuel that keeps me going. I appreciate it. Folks, what am I going to talk about this episode? This episode, I want to talk about, again, Happy New Year again, getting back on track with New Year's, and what are some common things, or what I'm trying to do, at least on my New Year's. I don't like to call it New Year's resolution, but it's like a New Year's reset, New Year's back on track, New Year's reminder, New Year's course correction, New Year's realignment, New Year's cleanup, tune-up, detox, whatever you want to call it. Basically, let's get our shit together. We had enough fun, and let's have the real fun. And I really do think the real fun comes when your body's performing really, really well, and you're feeling really well, and you don't have a cold, and you don't get sick, and your body, you don't have aches and pains, and your digestive system isn't messed up, and your autoimmune system is not your immune system is not messed up, and you're not having skin issues. When you're not dealing with all that stuff, it's a lot more fun, and you can enjoy life a lot more, in my opinion. So that's what I like to do every January. It's a nice reminder. January is World Carnivore Month, I believe. Done that for a few years in a row. I always try and get back to my base now, which is basically a carnivore, keto, but basically a carnivore diet. And that's how I do the best. That's how I feel the best. And that's the most experience I have right now, keto and carnivore. So again, I'm not a doctor. Good time to remind everybody, I'm not a doctor. Don't take this advice as medical advice. Please talk to your doctor. But this is common sense. Let's kick the sugar. Let's get rid of the shit, especially over the holidays. We all know that we've eaten and drank and just consumed way too much garbage. Time to get that out of the system. I got some news. So most of my listeners are in Sault Ste. Marie. A lot of my listeners are in Kitchener as well, Waterloo, Cambridge, and surrounding area. I got some news. I'm moving back to Sault Ste. Marie. So that's big news for us. I'm currently in Kitchener, Waterloo area, but we're moving back to Sault Ste. Marie. That's where I grew up. That's where I spent 22 years, I guess, maybe 23 years. And it's been 20 years since I've been there, or since I lived there. So I left 2002 and I'm coming back 2022. It's pretty crazy. I'm really excited. My family is pretty excited. A lot of mixed emotions throughout the last couple of days, last couple of weeks, or even the last month, almost a month. of just talking about it and preparing ourselves for it and kind of acting fast for it. Because with the market today, as you know, if you know anything about it, if you've experienced, or even if you just opened your eyes a little bit and paid attention a little bit to the market right now, the housing market, it's insane. It doesn't make sense. And everybody's just trying to do the best they can. And us included, we don't really understand how anything is priced. What we paid for our house is surprisingly, I'm surprised we paid that much. I'm surprised at everything. I'm just surprised at the prices of everything, highs and lows. There's houses where I thought there'd be a lot more and they're less, and I thought there are houses where I thought there'd be less and they're more. And then it all depends on demand and all this crazy stuff. That's fine. We're moving to Sault Ste. Marie, and I'm pretty excited. For all you guys and gals out there in Sault Ste. Marie or surrounding area, let's have a party. I know that's easier said than done. But I am excited to go back. I'm excited because I do keep in contact with a lot of people in the Sioux still over the years, and a great opportunity to, maybe thank social media for a minute, or thank the internet for a second, because it's given us the ability to keep on staying connected, to not only stay connected, but to reconnect. I've talked to people the odd time that I chatted with or that I knew in elementary school, when I was 6 and 7 and 8 years old, 9 years old and 10 years old. And then I didn't see them again or heard from them again for another 30 years. And then 3 years ago, pop on my radar. And, I sent them a message, or they sent me a message, and it's like, bro, where you been? I'm like, life, 40 years later, but not 40 years later, rather, but like 30 years later sometimes, or 35 years later for some of these folks. But it's one of those things that it's amazing. It's helped me keep in contact with a lot of people. Of course, we have our issues with Facebook. We have our issues with YouTube. We have our issues with every platform, because no platform is perfect. But this is one of the things that it's undeniable to me. It's undeniable to me that the ability to connect, it's from the internet. It's from Facebook, YouTube, and all that stuff. So not very often you're going to hear from me, but thank you to the internet gods. But yeah, I'm moving back. We're moving back in March. We're going to sell our house. We're going to list it in the next couple of weeks or so, next couple of days or so, actually. And we're really excited. It's a big change. We're going from a very similar style of houses, actually, our old house, our current house, to our new house, very similar. Most people would probably say that they're exactly the same. They're not exactly the same. They're not. White brick is different than red brick. There you go. Call me. I'm not basic. I know there's a difference, but they're very similar. And I'm excited. Like I said, a lot of family, tons of family, both sides of my family, my mom's side, my dad's side. And I can't wait to see all you guys. I love you. I miss you guys. My tons of friends. I was in my early 20s when I left, so I was able to, piss off a lot of people until I was 22 years old. So hopefully a lot of those people will forgive me for my stupidness and idiocy as I was younger. And I was being an idiot with you, remember? So don't be too hard on me. And I'm just excited. Honestly, I'm excited to reconnect with so many people, because it's a great town. I love the Sioux, and I want to bring my family back. I want to show them why I love it. I want to show them why not only I love it, but everybody else I know loves it. People that are from the Sioux, people that come back to the Sioux, I want them to know why they come back, not just because the housing market is insane, and not just because you can. There's many reasons, and the biggest reasons for me really are, like I said, the family, the friends, the outdoors, the fishing and hunting. And hey, if you're listening to this, if you're watching this, and you fish and you're hunting and you're in Sault Ste. Marie and you know me, hit me up. Honestly, I want to get into it. I've hunted a little bit. I'm really interested in hunting. I'm carnivore. I love to eat meat, and I literally live to eat meat. So hunting and fishing is where I'm at. I want to get into that. Excuse me. So it's coming. It's coming soon. A couple months. March is coming very quick, and we're excited about that. Like I said, the kids, it's an adjustment. They have their friends, they have their family, they have their friends, they have their teachers, their routine here. But there's a really great school close to where we live. There's cousins around the corner. There's literally dozens of cousins around the corner. It's amazing. So we're pretty excited. So that's all I want to say. I got news. We're moving again, and the Happy New Year. Let's get back on track. One of the reasons why, one of the many millions of reasons why I think I'm going back and where we're going back to the Sioux. And again, my wife's not from the Sioux. She's from here in Kitchener. So it's a big change for her. It's a big move. One of the reasons why I'm going back is because I think it's going to help me. It's going to just make it a little bit easier for me to maybe stay on track, maybe to get more involved into food, into where my food comes from, into maybe raising some animals. I think maybe I have an easier chance up there. Maybe not an easier chance, but maybe, I don't know, maybe it will be a little bit easier. Maybe it'll be a little bit simpler, more easier to get into. I'm not sure the wording for that. But maybe not. I don't know. I know I got a lot of people that have dabbled into it up there. So at least I can say is, hey, how do you do it? What's, minimum investment? Let's give it a shot. Something like that. Right. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching Fatso Radio, episode number 153. Thanks for your comments and your likes and your shares. fatsoradio@gmail.com. If you want to be on the show, please let me know. I've kind of been a lot of short episodes in the last couple of weeks or even the last month. A lot of stuff's going on with our work or with my work and moving houses. And once I get settled in the new house, I'm really looking forward to getting into the city a little bit more, getting around town. One of the things that's kind of, I think, not held me back, but one of the things I think Fatso Radio has missed is the on-site kind of appearance and more of the interviews around town. And I know a lot more people in the Sioux, so I have I'm not shy to say, hey, let's have Chris, my cousin Chris, Arturo's. Let's have an interview. Let's talk. I was going to talk to you a couple of years. We did talk a few years ago, Chris, about getting you on the show, but now I have no excuse. I'm going to the Sioux. I'll be eating at your restaurant. We'll be chatting. You'll be helping me. I'll be helping you. It'll be awesome, man. It's and I'm excited for everybody in the Sioux. You got a business, you have something going on in the Sioux, whether it's not just about weight loss, right? It's not just about fat. It's not just about how to lose weight and how to be healthier, but it is about that. But it's other things. It's how the rest of our life. It's our business. It's our local business. It's how to promote local business as well. And I want to get into that with Fatso Radio back in the Sioux. So thanks for listening to Fatso Radio. Thanks for watching Fatso Radio, episode number 153. Thank you, Lily, for the episode or the theme. Violet's gonna say thanks for listening, and I appreciate everybody. Peace. Have a good night. Fatso Radio. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Let's say bye to everybody. Bye. And we'll say thanks for listening. Say thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Bye-bye.
Fatso Radio, the really great podcast show.
Fatso Radio, the really great podcast show.
So get your butt and get in your chair.
Don't eat your nails and don't pull your hair.
We'll talk about chicken or talk about steak.
We'll talk about fat, for goodness sake.
Fatso, the really great podcast show.
Fatso, our very first podcast show.